Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Are you looking for dice and other gaming accessories for your group? If so, check out our friends over at fanroll.com, where you can find unique dice and premium quality accessories for your table. And if you're looking for something really special, they do customization as well. Fans of the Rancor's Brothel can save 10% by using the promo code RB10 at checkout. That's R as in Rancors, B as in Brothel, 10. Not only can you get yourself some great dice at a discount, but you can support this podcast as well. So check out fanroll.com today and use promo code RB10 at checkout. Tell them the Rancor's Brothel sent you. Engage.
The Rancor's Brothel.
I'm going to use my SIGINT to Google the tallest person in the world.
You can Google it, actually. I don't think anyone's near 10 feet.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. So how the is this giant man who's, you said 11 feet because it's a 10-foot skeleton. So with all the extra bits and shoes, how is this man who is circus level size? This is the circus for Alaska. How does nobody know who this guy is?
Great question. If only there were a crack team of government investigators who could figure this out.
I'm going to SIGINT an 11-foot man.
Okay.
I passed. I missed
Tallest man on record, Jeff.
I missed it by 4.
I said, what's the tallest man on record?
Hell, I don't know.
8 foot 7 inches, probably.
8'11".
Robert Wadlow, the giant of Illinois.
There you go. 8 feet 11 inches.
Yeah, he would be Midwestern.
Corn-fed son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What's the plan? What do you want to look at? Who do you want to talk to? But yeah, Ada is present if you want to talk anymore to her, but she's sort of looking at you. She's got a car, and you can see she's going back over that car and making notes.
I think we should probably go back up to...
Tallest living man is Sultan Kosin. He is 8'2". Turkish farmer.
Really big son of a bitch.
Should probably go to the second floor again, check out that room.
I want to see what note she's taking.
You can just see when you walk over to the car that there's a laptop and notepad, and she's just sort of scribbling stuff.
Mind if I peruse them? See if there's anything maybe that in our conversations that you would have missed that might spark my...
I mean, if you really want to. I don't know why you care about official state records for the fire.
I mean, it's all about disaster relief. We need to recognize what potentially caused the problem, how it burned, and then any other issue that we might run into, how to approach it in the future.
Our investigation's still ongoing, though. I mean, I haven't closed the report, but I'd be happy to send it to you when I'm done.
Well, I'd like to at least peruse it now, see what your thoughts are. Maybe you might give me thoughts on how
pages of chicken scratch, just her handwriting.
Yeah. Anything jump out at me?
Not really. Are you a fire investigator?
No, I'm just...
That's weird where she wrote Wagana Wabaglua Wagana Galafatagan right in the middle of that.
I was trying to figure out if whether or not it was there.
Fair enough. It is not. It's lots of notes on...
All right.
Making sure there wasn't a shape-changing man.
I want to go back up to the second floor, but I'm not going back up there by myself.
No, I'm going. We'll go with you.
You coward.
I have no problem going with you. I'm just trying to, is there anything we're missing?
These people are not helpful.
So where are you headed?
What do you
Back
mean
to
by
the auditorium?
people?
Back to the butcher room.
Oh, that's third.
That's third floor.
Oh, that was on third. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You go, you start climbing the stairs. As you climb the second floor stairs and start to get towards first floor stairs and start to get toward the second
Try not
floor.
to grin too hard.
It begins to get dark and you begin to hear the thump of bass. As you come up to the second floor landing, you can see the red light spilling out of the auditorium and the bar, and you can hear the music quite loud. You can hear revelers, people bouncing around and dancing to the beat.
I checked my pocket. Is the rock still there?
Yes.
Do I have the camera on me? Preparedness roll.
High or low?
Low.
You do not.
I couldn't remember I knew you called low. I couldn't remember if you passed it or not. So I was like, I'm going to do the opposite.
Okay, so
Am I holding a bottle of alcohol in the lighter?
You are not.
Okay.
do you guys have anything that you want to do right now? Personally, I want to go talk to Katie.
The bartender?
Yep.
I think we should probably figure out who the 12-foot guy is downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
So you walk down, sort of the second floor hallway, auditorium one direction, bar the other. Mm-hmm. Which way are you going?
I'm heading for the bar.
Okay. Headed to the bar.
I will go with him to the auditorium.
The auditorium is thumping. People are drinking alcohol excessively. People are half clothed, mid coitus. Things are bumping. People are snorting cocaine off of each other. It's a goddamn party.
Did you test that for fentanyl? Yeah. Okay.
And you see drunks are fighting each other. You see someone in a cop uniform swinging up around a pair of handcuffs and laughing as he's pouring punch out of the punch bowl. And you could see again this giant person sort of lounging on the stage, sort of leaned back, and there are people all around him, and he's talking. He's like, welcome, friends. Welcome to our party.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody as tall as you.
How often have you, mortal, been in the presence of a god?
What might your name be?
I'll try not to take offense. And he picks up there's 4 pitchers of something, and he sort of grabs them all up in one big hand and shoots them. You are in the presence of the great Saturn.
We're visitors.
Yes.
Not familiar with the customs here.
Well, I welcome all into my worship. There are but a few things. Please eat and drink your fill. Enjoy the party and revel at the utmost. I ask only but a few paltry things. Enter not the upper floors. Do not go to the basement. Otherwise, drink your fill and enjoy. Jeff, you enter the bar. Mm-hmm. You see someone pouring themselves a double of whiskey.
Makes
She
sense.
shoots it and pours another one.
I will walk up and slap a 20 on the bar and say, pour me one of those and one for yourself.
She looks at you sideways, pours you one, and then pours another.
Okay. I know you don't know me. I'm new around here. I need to know what's going on in there.
Saturn's party.
Right. Why the hell is Saturn here?
He was invited.
By?
She sort of indicates the general presence of the room, the aura, the town, Earth, just around her. Don't cross him.
I'm not looking to cross him.
Good.
Somebody's going to tonight.
That would not be very pleasant for their health. If they're lucky, I'll get to them. If they're not lucky, he'll get to them. And she shoots another one and pours herself again. She pours one for you on the house. She raises it up to Saturnalia.
Clink.
And
Yeah.
she-
Okay.
Mind explaining to the
did-
room because I didn't get that.
Saturnalia is the Roman holiday
Okay.
that Christmas is kind of based on.
Gotcha.
Its roots are in Saturnalia.
Raucous, drunken, orgy, sex party.
So who is king for a day?
No. Saturn attends your party. I think some of the customs kind of fly out the door.
So why would you be the one hunting him down?
No, I like him.
You like Saturn?
Of course. Who wouldn't? Plus, he's a great customer.
His son.
Yeah. Can't say I take much stock in mythology, she says, and pours another one.
Man.
I can go back to the two of you while he thinks about the fact that he's drinking with... I guess you two are literally drinking with Saturn. He sort of indicates, please, please, and all of a sudden, punch, alcohol, moonshine, beers, things are like shoved into your hands. Half-naked men and or women are sort of partying around. Please, drink, enjoy your fill, friends. All are welcome here.
So, just hypothetically, if someone were to break the rules at your party, what would happen?
I am a merciful god. A light maiming. An example, he says, sort of perking up.
And by upper floors, you mean from where to where?
Why go any farther than the party? What's a little blood sacrifice between gods and men?
Is that what's happening on the third floor?
Why? What do you think is happening on the third floor?
Well, there's blood. Lots of it. I didn't know if you were aware.
You see him sort of perk up. He sort of sniffs and sort of like looks in an upward direction. Jeff, you see Katie kind of go rigid. Excuse me.
Hang on. I don't know what's going on here. At least not all of it, but I know that you're involved in it. Something bad is going to happen here.
Probably.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm from 3 days from now.
She pours another double.
We got here to investigate a fire. See this?
We wasted here? We wasted in the prison?
There is a badge on me, right?
Yeah.
We were sent here to investigate a fire where there was a 12-foot skeleton found in that auditorium.
Huh. Well, that won't keep him down for long.
I didn't figure it would, but a whole bunch of other people died here.
Probably.
What can we do to stop that?
How does one stop a god?
Not piss him off in the first place.
Speaking of,
Did you hear me whisper?
the sniffing becomes now he sort of stands, and he's still big enough that he has to crouch. And you see him like sort of walk over in the auditorium and like slam into the ceiling. And just there's a big crunch as a hole gets burst through the ceiling. And he pulls down one of those guys in out of the ceiling. All right, I'm gonna stand around. Cool.
He was not aware.
And you see him squeeze, and the guy screams, and you see his jaw extend like a snake, and he grabs the guy's head in his mouth and pulls. How about a little sand roll?
Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I wasn't wrong.
I got it.
I'll call yours 1d4 for pass. I think Schroeder, a d8 to see a man ripped out of the ceiling and then have his head torn off and chewed on by a god feels applicable.
4. I crossed my breaking point.
1.
Ah, you lucky shit.
Just so
Blood is
there's
spurting
evidence
everywhere. Just
it's a 1.
you hear screams from across the hall.
Is that violence or unnatural?
I'll call it violence.
Hey, I'm okay with that. Thank you.
Arterial blood shoots across as he tears the guy's head off. Jeff, you hear a scream across the hallway.
I say shit and toss back the drink.
When he was talking about being from the future, I was over here whispering to him, Marty, I'm from the future. We have to go protect your son.
I'll ask Katie, what can we do?
Don't piss him off.
Right. Once he's pissed off, how can we appease him?
Get out of his way.
What's in the basement?
And you guys begin to see is like just fucking blood gouts. People are cheering. Like he's now ripping off an arm and like chewing on it. It's getting real bloody and real gross in that auditorium.
It's pretty crazy. A lot of blood burned off in the auditorium. You want to go to the basement?
Do I need to do anything for crossing that breaking point?
Yeah, technically you have some sort of temporary insanity. I'm not sure what it is.
Okay.
Let's go aversion to blood. That won't hurt later.
Nice. A doctor with an aversion to blood.
Yeah, 100%. You're like, nope. Don't want to see blood anymore. All done.
Can't ever eat meat off the bone again.
Nope.
Thank you.
Not when
breaking
you saw
point
his head
is
and skull
11
wrap around that
points
spinal
lower
column.
than the last breaking point. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, you basically recalculate from your current. So, like, if you're, say, at 38, you would now
okay, I got you.
Current minus POW.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's your new breaking point. And if you have any check marks, you erase them because they don't count anymore.
It's how many times you can lose sand without going insane.
Correct. Then you become broken.
Nice.
Anything else?
So who's the naked guy on 6?
I don't have a fucking clue.
Well, because I saw him I heard that he got chased down the hallway and stabbed, saying she's going to kill me.
Clearly pissed somebody off up there. You shouldn't have.
Yeah, I wondered if it was you.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
Well, you said he'd be lucky if you caught him.
Probably talking about the god.
Well, no,
They'd be lucky. They'd be lucky.
You were telling me.
I can do a lot less damage than he can. Meanwhile, you hear roaring and stuff on the other side. And, and stamping that is shaking the floor.
At this point, I'm just signing off on that. I'm getting what I can here, while Katie is still talking to me. So, you say you're not much for mythology, but how do you fit into this?
How does
do you just live here and this happens and you serve drinks, or is there more to it?
She pours another one. She pours one for herself.
I'm just going to walk towards the bar.
I almost want to ask him what the blob is upstairs. Maybe he'll kill it.
Are you going to wait for him to finish his meal?
I don't know.
He's licking its arm. It's like he's licking his fingers, but
using the arm as a toothpick.
There's bits of flesh in between his teeth that he's got to pick out with the femur.
I'll follow the guy who's leaving the room, so I'm not by myself with the god.
Seems like a wise choice.
Eating people.
Yeah.
You see Jeff's character sitting at the bar, staring at the wall.
I just walk in, wide-eyed.
I'm staring at the wall.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He
Having
holds
a
up
drink.
an empty glass.
Where's the bartender?
I'll point to Katie.
You see him scan the bar and point to an empty space.
But I do see Katie.
No.
Huh.
I look around the bar. Are there other people in the bar besides us?
Nope.
The bar is not in shambles now, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I set my glass down and I head for the basement.
Okay.
Just so you know, part of the rules.
He's following him. He's like, hey, excuse me, hall monitor, excuse me, please.
Man eating God said no basement.
Just so you know.
Yep.
So you know?
Yep.
You heading to the basement?
I am. I didn't know there was a basement.
Yeah, none of us did until the old god there told us.
Yep. You do see a set of stairs going downward. They're kind of tucked around the grocery store, but you do see a set of
As
stairs.
we're heading down the stairwell, I yell out, Ada. Ada, did you know there was a basement?
You don't hear any response.
Shit.
As you go down the stairs, you realize that part of the grocery store has collapsed, which has made it very hard to get into the basement.
Operate heavy machinery.
No, you can get in there, but it's awkward. There's everywhere and in the way. You can kind of move some rubble and get there, but clearly there's been a collapse that has partially covered the sort of descent down and hallway into the basement.
From the first floor?
Correct.
In so much as that it would be confusing since you said the majority of the damage to the building was between the second and fourth floors.
Correct. That is weird.
Damage looks like it was knocked down, or damage like something came out?
Came knocked down from possibly part of the fire. You're not sure. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I need some sort of smart roll.
Intelligence?
That's too easy.
I don't know if you've seen my intelligence.
That's why I asked.
I'll give you int by 4.
Okay.
And there is a search.
Shh, shut up.
Oh.
I would allow a search as well. You'd rather do a search than int
Way
by 4.
worse than an int by 4.
Or demolitions.
Demolitions would probably come at a penalty.
I got the search.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I more than halved my int as well.
As you kind of look at it, you're like, what the happened? And you can tell that the stairs go down and go under the grocery store. And so the facade of the grocery store looks fine, but clearly there was massive damage coming straight down from some. It's like the grocery store collapsed, which doesn't make a lot of sense because it was damaged by the fire, but it's weird, and that should be a solid concrete base. But it collapsed and made it harder to get to the basement. You get the sense that maybe you could go into the grocery store and enter the basement that way, but it would be precarious. But you can go through. It's just going to be a bit of a squeeze.
Somebody intentionally tried to cover this.
As in maybe trapping whatever's in the basement, and we shouldn't let it out. Just a thought.
Still crawling through the rubble.
Yeah, I just had a thought. I'm not. I don't know if I'm reading too much into the mythology part.
You two doing anything different?
You mind reading too much into the mythology for the rest of us?
I'm watching him see if he can get through the rubble.
Yeah. What if Saturn was struck down, and there was an electrical fire, and it looked like something struck down from above?
Zeus? Not Zeus. Is Zeus?
Zeus is his son who took the Titan down.
Oh,
He's not wrong. You get into some weird Greek versus Roman here. So
Gotcha.
yes.
Oh yeah, Cronus and Saturn are the
they're interchangeable between Greek and
yes.
Rome.
They're
Same
not.
gods.
They're not
Ish.
exactly the same. But,
Correct. But the general concepts are there.
But yes, Saturn was Zeus's father.
I don't know about Roman mythology,
Yeah.
so
It's like Greek with a twist.
Yeah. Sorry. Crawling through the room.
You are able to squeeze through. And what becomes immediately obvious, the cement floor of the basement has been disturbed. You can see a pit that goes through the bedrock. So it's like the cement floor has been smashed, revealing sort of the bedrock, the foundation, and there's a pit, like 300 Sparta, just like a fucking pit of blackness going down. The pit is perfectly round. And you can see blood that is coagulated and frozen, like as if wouldn't make sense for it to stream out, but as if it's on the edges and rolling down into the pit. You see no bottom to said pit. The pit shines no light and seems to just be a cave of darkness descending into the depths
Right.
of the ground.
Is there anything else down here besides this?
No. Lot of blood around the edges, though. Lot of blood. Forensics?
Sure. I doubt it, but
Give it a shot.
No.
Lot of blood. Big old pit with blood rolling into it.
The god did mention blood sacrifices.
Yes.
The hell were these people doing?
and what would a god be sacrificing the blood to?
Itself?
Yeah, they would have been sacrifices made to Saturn.
Gaia.
What do you want to do?
Oh, and it would be Jupiter, not Zeus.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's why I was like, what are you talking about? I'm confused. Okay. Well, I mean,
can we
obviously
just
we got to
file-
make a blood sacrifice.
Can we just
so I
file
slit
this
the
under
soldier's throat
God
and
messing with humanity and go home?
Just make a call to Delta Green, be like, nuke the site.
Hit it from orbit.
It's the only way to be sure.
Code Omega. Peace. I'm out.
Nuclear reactor south of Anchorage.
So we're also not allowed to go upstairs. So there's something crazy upstairs that we don't know about, that we've not run into yet. So have we gone far enough up?
I'm going to take that rock out of my pocket and drop it in that pit.
Yep.
Do I hear anything? Awesome.
Roll sand, Jeff.
Pass.
We'll call it 1.
At a certain point, the trajectory, you would hear it plink off the side. Might not be the bottom.
Unless it goes down and then just opens up.
Not possible. You can't see that.
Hop in, take a look, Jeff.
Preparedness roll for some rope.
Oh, no. When I decide things have gone too far and there's no coming back, this is where I'm going.
It's a choice.
And when you do that, I'm going to get on the first boat straight out to sea, and I'll just keep going. Because that's the Schroeder way. Survive the scenario and drive into the middle distance.
Okay, let's go up.
All right. Up we go.
Where are you going?
Have we looked at the 4th floor?
We've been on 3. We've been on 4. That's where you shut the door. On the
Nope.
person.
I shut the door on 6.
We never checked out the 4th, but honestly, I want to go to the roof.
Okay.
We can work our way down from there, but
Still thinking something came through.
I don't know.
Headed up.
Yes.
Okay. You begin going up the stairs. You begin to hear thumping.
The same thumping?
Yeah, sort of the.
As we pass the 6th floor, is there blood coming out from underneath the door?
Well, you haven't made it that far yet. You're up like at the 3rd or 4th floor.
Oh, okay.
I will look back down. Is the party going on again?
The hallway is distinctly red. The stairwell. Specifically, when the door flies open, as someone shatters it off of its hinges and screams in a very loud, echoey voice in the stairwell about breaking rules. What are your, say I would need them, your dex scores by 5 if I were to, say, establish initiative?
Oh, 65.
55.
So Jeff is 65. Daniel is 55.
50.
Schroeder's low man on the totem pole. What is the dex of a god?
I didn't break any rules on this plane. Unless he starts talking like Doc Brown, I don't believe that he knows that we're from a different one.
So the door smashes open and you begin to hear, it's not running, but you begin to hear noises of movement. Technically, it is Jeff's turn. What would you like to do, Jeff?
Where are we at?
Like maybe the 4th floor or halfway between the 4th and the 5th.
Okay.
But you hear movement from farther down in the stairwell.
Run.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to decide, do I run down or do I run up?
Just don't tell him you know about the pit.
What, you going to run down and jump in the pit?
Not yet. We're not.
I mean, I'm thinking. But
All options are on the table.
I agree. That would be a better way than getting your head bitten off.
It'll be slower.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to wait.
Okay, you're waiting.
Yeah.
We'll go to the next inaction. The next inaction would be Dan. What is the doc doing?
I'm continuing to climb.
The doc just pushes Jeff out of the way. He's like, F this. And he just starts mounting stairs. Schroeder.
I am going to be like, and precariously take a couple steps up while looking down the center of the stairwell to see what's making the noise.
Roll sand.
31 under 47.
We'll call it 2. You see Saturn. Saturn is too big to sort of run up the stairwell effectively. So what he's done is gotten in the middle of the stairs, and you see him reaching up by the floors and pulling himself up and then reaching up to the next stairs. And you realize here in a second, you're going to see his massive damn hand reach up on the stairs that you guys are at, because he's just climbing the stairwell like a fucking ladder.
Huh.
What'd you like to do, Schroeder?
I'm going to start going up the stairs
You begin to run.
while yelling, "The blob is on 3!" and then just keep going.
You begin to run. Let's do that. Jeff, you see this massive hand reach up over. There's no head clearing yet, but the hand has just been able to clear. And like you can tell there's a lower thing and there's a swing and a grab for you with one massive meaty paw.
Cool.
It swings and completely misses.
Oh, okay.
It's your turn.
I'm going to haul ass downstairs.
Okay. You can haul ass downstairs. Daniel, you've gone up like maybe a flight of stairs in this amount of time, maybe a flight and a half.
What, level 5?
Yeah, 5, 6, somewhere up there.
The rest of the tower is accessible, though.
Yeah. No, you can go all the way up if you want.
You were on 6, right?
He's right behind you. You're technically the
I'm
farthest
below
up.
you.
Yeah.
But before, you were on 6.
I got to 6. and
That's as high as we ever went.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when-
so I'm going to keep climbing.
Okay, on up. Schroeder?
Am I able to perceive a change in direction in the god?
Not at present.
There's only one stairwell in the building, correct?
Yes.
I will continue up.
Okay. Jeff runs down. As Jeff runs down, you're like running in front of Saturn's face, who's like straddled like this. He swings at you with the other hand.
Okay.
He misses you again.
Okay.
Back to your action.
I keep going.
Okay. You run down about a flight of stairs. Back to you. Continuing up.
Yeah, if I made it to the 7th floor, I think I'm like off the stairs. We can go through the hallways at that point.
Yeah, for sure. So
Okay.
you want to go on the 7th floor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you bang through the door, no big deal. If you get up to the top, you would probably be able to see him go through, but probably still be a few steps behind.
Yeah, I would continue up.
Okay. Jeff continues to go down. You hear a whoosh, Jeff, as you see Saturn let go and just fall to meet you at the base of the stairs.
Uh-huh.
He swings on you and misses again. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm heading for the front door.
Okay. You begin to run towards the front door. No one leaves. You're on the 7th floor. At this point, you guys are sort of out of the action. So unless there's something specific you want to do, I assume that you are.
I will turn around and go, meep, meep.
I need some better dice, apparently.
I hear the call sign meet meet when I drop an anvil down the staircase. It says Acme on it.
Are you two doing anything at this point, or are you just sort of living on the 7th floor?
I'm just going to investigate the 7th floor since we haven't been there yet.
Okay. You begin to investigate the 7th floor. I think we need to deal with the god chasing the man first.
I would agree.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You scream meep meep, which I love.
Yeah.
And he begins charging down to you. His bulk fills the hallway.
Right.
And he reaches out with another hand and a new set of dice and swings and misses again.
Okay.
Sucks being big.
You at this point, you're probably at the door. Are you actually attempting to go outside?
Yeah.
Alertness roll with a bonus die.
Yeah. Made it.
You hit the doors and it's like a fucking blizzard outside. It's coming down. It's awful. It's completely like pitch black. It's almost like whiteout conditions. You know, you open that and the red light comes out and you're kind of blinded. You can see a glow sort of in the distance, maybe 150 yards. It's weird. It's a not natural glow. It's different from the backlight and everything else, but you're not sure what it is. You guys exploring the 7th floor. What would you like to do, Jeff? You hear him continuing to stalk behind you.
Is it just snow or is it ice?
No, it's snow.
It's snow. Okay. Is there parking around here or?
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's a fucking blizzard. It's like a foot deep.
Okay. I'm going to haul ass out into the snow.
Okay. You haul ass out into the snow. Make a D8 roll.
2.
Okay. You begin to run and you feel the snow start to weigh down your feet, and then you feel something wrap around your body and squeeze and pick you up in the air.
I don't get a dodge or anything?
Nope. He hit his attack. It is now your turn. You're in a massive meaty hand.
Right.
Correct.
He hit his attack.
He's a god.
Oh, okay.
You get an action, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. You're in his hand. What would you like to do?
Bureaucracy roll.
About an unarmed combat to wiggle out.
Sure. I'd let you do an unarmed combat.
No.
Nope, that's not what I want.
His corpse just appears suddenly outside the building.
Saturn flips you upside down, legs up, and you feel an unbelievable pinching on your right leg, and you begin to scream. Roll sand?
Yeah, pass.
We'll call it. I really feel like it should be a D3. You're having your damn leg.
No, I
even
get
you
that.
pass. Well,
One.
there you go. It's still 1. You're relatively okay with it. And in the distance, you see a glowing circular something. Daniel, alertness roll.
I still suck at alertness. No.
What's a crit fail?
Oh, it's a crit fail?
Oh, yeah, it's 44.
4 points of damage.
Sorry.
Where are my hit points?
Very top, just above sanity, 2 above sanity. So it's probably a 12.
Oh, there
Yeah,
it
so
is.
it's 12,
Gotcha.
12, 14.
Yep.
Schroeder, Pamela's right behind him as you see this. The ceiling collapses on top, and you see the ductwork just smash into the back of the doctor's head and knock him to the ground. And he kind of groans as he hits the floor.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I would try to help him up.
Yeah, no, you run over and you push the sort of metal, some sort of metal conduit or something has collapsed on top of him. You're able to push it off of him.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
You sort of stand up completely
Assess him.
dazed.
Be like, Doc, I don't know about medicine. You good?
The ceiling just fell on me. No.
You're talking. Better than dead. Let's keep moving.
You see a hand from underneath the section of ceiling that fell over.
Like a separate hand?
Yeah, no, not one of his. The third hand.
It's not, is it a severed hand?
Well, it doesn't look like it.
I would try and...
Roll sand, dead body.
Nope.
D4. I'll let the doc have it. I've been hammering the doc the whole time.
1.
You see the corpse of what appears to be a young girl, covered in soot.
It's my breaking point.
Perfect. Dead bodies are going to affect you from here to the rest of the scenario. That won't be a problem whatsoever. You see him, he's kind of like, you've seen dead bodies before, so I figure you're all right.
So does my violence check marks go away?
Yes.
That sucks because
It does.
I took 1. I was 1 off my breaking point.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, you see a teenage girl, sort of not necessarily bloated corpse, but it's several days of decay.
I look up. Is it dark outside or is it
dark
light outside?
It's dark outside. It's not red.
Do we still hear the thumping?
No. Alertness roll, Schroeder.
Crit success.
You hear distant screaming from downstairs.
I look around. Have we come back to the present?
I mean, it's becoming a little blurry on what is and is not present, but you're not in the red light place, no.
Okay.
It is now dark as outside, though.
Doc, I think we're back in our time, and I hear screaming downstairs. We might want to go figure out what the is going on.
I just want to give this corpse an examination real quick.
Okay.
Are you staying while he examines the corpse? Or
I'm
you run
not.
downstairs? Okay, so you run downstairs.
I'm concerned that our partner might be in need of a tourniquet.
Go check. I'll be there in just a minute.
You begin to examine the body.
Yeah.
18-year-old girl, covered in soot, appeared to have died. I mean, you're a medical guy, so you get it. Like asphyxiation, smoke inhalation. Looks like she probably was in the vents above you.
So time of death correlates with the fire. Okay.
Are you doing like just a visual inspection? Or are you like actually like digging and looking?
No,
at
I just wanted to make sure that she died from the fire and not something else.
She is holding on to something. Her right hand is clenched. Her left hand was out, as if maybe she was shuffling along in, but her right hand is clenched.
I'm going to inspect the hand, see what's in it.
A flash drive.
I'm going to pry it out of her hand.
Not easy. Causes some bone breaking, but you're a doctor. I'll allow it. You now have a flash drive.
Okay, I'm going to haul ass downstairs then.
You come running downstairs to see the soldier writhing in pain outside the auditorium, just screaming his fucking head off.
I'll slap him.
Okay, you slap him. He sort of comes to.
Do I knock him back?
I mean, like you slap him. Give you 1 point of damage, Jeff. Why not? And he sort of you sort of come to.
We're back. Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Depends on what you define as okay.
Am I missing a leg?
You see him reach down to a leg that is no longer there. Roll sand. Roll sand.
Am I bleeding all over the place?
No.
No?
Weird.
Pass.
D3 again, Jeff.
I failed.
Call it a D6, Schroeder. It's pretty gnarly.
3.
I think 3 is fair considering your leg is no longer there.
Yeah.
5?
Ow!
Schroeder's losing his mind. You're just gonna go.
I'm gonna freeze.
You're just gonna go crazy there for a little bit.
Your leg's not there.
He just slumps against the bar. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Pam! Pam!
What are we gonna do?
I can't feel my leg!
What are we gonna do?
Helplessness?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, you could take that helplessness. Yeah.
I would see it as helplessness. You would see it as unnatural.
Oh no, I felt it get bitten off.
Violence.
It's violence.
You Dan the doctor comes walking down into this shit. One person is losing their damn mind. The other person is screaming at Pam, I can't feel my leg. You could have a sand roll for that too. I think that's fair.
Sure. When we're all done losing our I'm sure I can do some work on that flash drive.
41. That is right on the sand mark. What is that?
That's a pass.
It's a pass. So
Okay.
D3.
Okay.
No blood. Not a clean wound by any stretch of the imagination, but
But it's a closed wound.
it is a closed wound.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's an odd bite pattern to that. What happened? Oh, shit. And then I realized it got bit. That I say those things, and then that's when I lose the sand.
Yep.
When I
All right, I'm gonna go to him and be like, all right, get it together. I found this.
Okay, so am I in horrible pain like I just got my leg bitten off, or is it just gone?
phantom limb pain.
Yeah, you feel relatively. I mean, as all things considered, it hurts like a motherfucker.
Okay. Well, that's my question. I'm trying to figure out.
Are any of the other people still outside?
You go to the window.
Yeah.
You can see that there's a light on in the command tent and movement, but you don't see anyone else.
Is the door open?
I need crutches.
Medic!
Oh, you're on the second floor, so you have to go down to the first floor.
I'll examine his leg.
It's not there.
It ain't there.
Where it's severed, though. I mean, are we looking at a fresh wound? Are we looking at healed?
No, it looks like it was removed in an incredibly horrible way at least months ago.
Months, okay.
Like, it's healed.
I don't want to go back. Don't make me go back.
I'll help him up to his feet or his foot.
Let me get it. I like to imagine he said, "Let me get you up to your feet." Ooh.
I'll go outside to get crutches.
As you go down from the second floor to the first floor, you see a massive trail of blood, like leading from the door towards the general store, like as if something has been dragged.
Does it look like it was dragged in?
You would presume, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go out the doors.
Sure.
To see how far the trail goes.
There's some blood in the snow.
Ada!
No one responds to your call.
Is the EMT vehicle in person still there?
The ambulance is there.
Katie!
You're not hearing anything?
I'll go to the command tent.
You see Sheriff McDermott in there on the phone.
What's he talking about?
Just where the fuck are these people? Like, what happened? Where's Marty? Where the fuck did everybody go? Like, and he's just like screaming on the phone. You two in the building. What would you like to do? He's got you up on your foot, Jeff.
Yeah,
I guess I'll hop around. I don't know.
I'll hold his other side, and we'll try to make it down to the first floor.
You make it down to the first floor, and you also see the blood streak leading towards the general store.
I'm going to look in the general store.
You can tell the general store is completely like raided, like all the snacky stuff, especially is gone because it was a party. But in the back, like where maybe like the freezers or something are, the ground has like something either fell from the top or something. You're not quite sure, but the ground has sunken in, and there's clearly a hole into the basement in the back there. And the blood trail smears on the ground past all the Cheetos and shit, and heads right to where that dip in the ground is.
Okay. And we can see the pit down there.
If you want to get that close, you can see the pit.
Yeah, I need to get up towards the edge if you could help me.
What is your fixation with this pit?
It's spite now.
All right, I want to look at the camera. Is there a tag that says property of and like coroner's office?
Yeah, probably.
And a phone number?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go to the ambulance and see if I can find crutches for him to move around.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
I'll grab him and bring him back.
Sure. You bend over and look towards the pit.
Yeah.
As you do, you see a slim female form pushing a body into the pit.
Which female form?
You see them sort of brush off their hands and sort of lean back. And it's Ada.
Okay.
She sort of turns around. Oh, I didn't know that you were followers as well.
You make sacrifices to the gods often?
He's got to come back. It only takes a little blood. That was probably enough.
Who was that?
The bitchy EMT.
Okay. She was kind of bitchy.
As I come back in, I go, "Where's Marty?"
Oh, some time ahead of her.
Okay.
And the other sheriff too.
McDermott?
No. The one with the rifle.
Yeah, Marty.
Yeah. No.
That's when I came in and asked for Marty. He was the one. That's why I was
McDermott.
asking. But you said McDermott was just in the tent,
Correct.
wanting to know where everybody was.
The guy with the rifle was no longer gone. She's already made 3 sacrifices thrown into the pit.
So who was in the command tent?
McDermott. He's the
sheriff.
one who's been on the phone asking for divers.
Right. So there's
Two sheriffs.
there was another one with Marty that we never talked to.
Yeah, he was the one in the
This
command
place
tent.
is right by the coast.
Correct.
There's a cave under here that goes to the ocean.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
I'm going back out.
We need to report Ava.
Go ahead.
I mean,
I'm going to the cop car.
we're almost ready to go back to the red. Are you ready to go?
Did you find out what was on the flash drive?
No, but I got to go out to a computer to do that. So that's where I'm going. And on my way there, I'm getting guns out of the car.
As you run out to the cop car, you notice it getting very dark and the building is getting very red. What would you like to do?
Get the gun out of the cop car.
Okay. You pull the gun out of the cop car, you rack it, you turn around, the cop car is gone.
Gun still in my hands?
It is totally going to be worth it against the god.
You want to start a fire?
We're still in the building, right?
Yeah. No, it's getting real dark and red and creepy.
So as it's shifting, is Ada still visible?
She is.
Kick that bitch down the pit. If she sacrificed now, it's not in our time.
She's actually not the only one in the pit or in the basement.
Oh,
You see several others, most of them kind of nude or in various states of undress. And you see they're also taking a body and tossing it into the pit. And then another one comes along and they toss her into the pit.
This is where all our corpses went.
And a smaller one, toss it in the pit. And you begin to hear fee, fi, fo, fum from the second floor.
Should we run to the light?
is he able to see the light while he's out there?
I don't know that he knows to look. Alertness roll.
Yeah, I'd have been a little distracted.
Correct. No. We haven't had much time to discuss.
I pass.
You see a glowing light like maybe 100, 150 feet past where you're at.
I mean, I would. I mean, if it got my attention, I don't know that I would know to just necessarily run straight back in. I don't know.
I would probably be wanting to run out. I mean, you're looking at him like, we gotta get the hell out of here right now.
Is your leg fresh now?
I didn't consider
That's a
it.
good question.
I didn't consider that. Jeff, make a luck roll.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Kinda.
You gonna call high or low?
Let's go high.
Arterial spray. Just fuck. It's like all over the fucking wall. He's screaming
I
in pain.
didn't think it was going to be that fresh. That's my bad.
All right, hold still. I got first aid.
Please roll a first aid. Motherfucker is bleeding out.
What do you have better, first aid, medicine, or surgery?
First aid would be the immediacy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
it'll
actually
stop the
first aid's
bleeding.
higher.
D4 of damage, Jeff.
4.
66. That is over.
Oh, that's a
Crit
critical failure.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
I got this. Ah, fuck.
I don't know what that does.
A critical failure on a first aid is
Yeah.
bad.
It
I don't
is.
know either.
I poke at it.
You know what we got to do? Leeches. Open the wound. You know what you do for any wound? You bleed it. He slices open the other femoral artery. This will slow the blood over there.
Best doctor in A.
I've had a rough day, okay?
I feel like you.
I mean, you're definitely playing your doctor like Lucas would. That's all I'm saying.
But at least he's coming by it honestly. He's just rolling like shit. It's not a bad idea. It's just a shit roll, and that's what happens.
That would be Lucas's idea.
No, I honestly want to know what the rule is.
I don't know what happens when you
Healing.
critically fail a first aid roll. It's unfortunate, is what it is.
You don't apply first aid. That's what
You definitely do not aid.
A fumble inflicts 1d4 damage.
Let Daniel roll.
Yeah,
Let Daniel roll
this
a
is on
D4.
you,
This is
Daniel.
on you, Daniel.
This is a bad idea, is what this is. Okay.
2 points of damage. Where you at, Jeff? You got more than
5.
Okay, you got more than 2 hit points. So you're bleeding.
Damn, you got a lot of HP.
12.
Oh. Okay.
So you're bleeding. He doesn't help.
Don't touch it!
So you guys begin trying to fumble your way out of the building.
He looks at you. Please start a fire.
Please, I can't do this much longer. Schroeder, what are you doing?
Do I hear the yelling and screaming?
Probably, yeah. I mean,
Can I ignore the yelling and screaming?
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
go look at the
I
light.
want to go look at the light.
It's a massive piece of stone, like perfectly round. It has carvings in the top. Looks like chains and interlocking patterns. The chains are glowing.
I'm going to use my language of 70 to recognize what.
There's nothing written on it, no language.
Damn. I was like, I want to know what
But it's like resting in the snow. It's actually elevated. It's almost like a table as opposed to just a round piece of stone. It's like you got a smaller, fatter, taller bit on bottom and then a wider flared top.
like opposite of a sundial?
Kinda. Sort of looks like that.
It's an altar.
Too round. It doesn't like sit very well on this.
Are you
bottom.
intentionally not showing it to me? Or?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Like as in I could move it? Like it would roll?
It's huge. It's big. Like
Oh.
it wobbles on this base. But like a table's not a bad description.
But you said it has chains on it.
It has chains carved into the top, into the stone itself. Sort of like a Celtic knot or something on that top bit, on sort of the table bit. If we're calling that the table top and sort of the the shaft or the bung underneath it, whatever you want to call it. You've got sort of interlocking chains carved on top of it, and those chains are glowing.
But it doesn't seem like it would move.
No, it would take some effort to move. You would need something to move it.
But this is something that only is on this plane. It doesn't seem like
We
this
didn't
isn't something
notice
that
this
was
when we were in the future.
I think we would have noticed a glowing table.
Not as far as you know. No.
Okay.
Do I have? I don't have that. You said the vehicle's gone, so I don't have access to my computer in this plane to look at the flash drive.
What are you two doing?
We were trying to get to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can make it to the door. Idea roll. How do I want to do this? We'll do int by 3 for the 3 of you.
We're doing what? Just intelligence?
Int, but your score by 3. I hate giving it by 5 because then it makes it like a 75 or 80% chance.
Okay, so just times 3.
Yeah, it's something that I really want the players to get, but I will push it along if I feel like they're lucky enough.
Nope.
Okay. Over or under?
I'm stick with under.
The red light is gone. You're suddenly standing in like 2 feet of snow and a massive snowdrift.
I am.
I mean, they sort of came out to meet you, but yeah, you're like just beyond the command post.
I would tell them what I saw.
He sort of goes like, "It was right here."
This is the light that I saw.
Yeah, and he points to a massive snowdrift.
I'll take my crutch and start moving it aside.
Yeah.
You see this. It looks like basalt, like this stone shape.
Uh-huh. And it looks like a knot pattern.
Would anthropology have anything like? Would I be able to recognize anything?
I got a 30 in history.
Sure. Yeah, if you guys want to try.
I mean, I got a 40 in anthropology and 40 in history. So
yeah, you can try that too. See what happens.
29 under 30.
25 under 40, whichever one's more important.
You're looking at it and nothing strikes you. You're thinking of Celtic knots. You're thinking of nothing strikes it to you, but you do realize that the overall shape of it is incredibly familiar. The size of it, it's big. Wouldn't be easy.
It's the cap to the pit.
Oh,
It looks like a plug.
Do we have do any of the cop cars back, right?
Yeah, no, all the cop car's back.
Is
Anything
it
else
is
in
an
the back?
SUV with a winch on it?
Probably, yeah.
yeah, there is. Yeah, let's drag this some bitch in the building.
Operate heavy machinery, anybody?
Yeah. Was it my right or left leg?
Here's your right leg, in fact. Jeff gets in and he goes, "I got by the way, we will say, as you start maneuvering the car and getting this set up, you begin to hear a roar from inside the Malcolm Estates.
Okay.
So let's just say, for example, that maybe you need to be aware of your decks and what sort of actions you're doing next, as if maybe there's a time frame.
Okay, Doc.
Yep.
You're good with ambulances and stuff, right?
I can drive it if that's what you're asking.
Get in it. You see that sumbitch come out, you drive over him.
I'm probably going to drive under him.
He ain't that big.
All right, first action, I believe, is Jeff. So.
You see Ada?
I'm
Take her out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Are we hooked up with this, ready to drag it?
Sure, you're gonna try and drag it behind the police vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. So the winch is on front, so you're like kicking it in reverse through the snow then.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Drive roll.
Drive or operate heavy
Operate
machinery?
heavy machinery is to winch it. You got it winched. I presume now you're going to try to drive back into the building.
Nope.
All right. So he puts this fucker into gear, slams backwards, the thing's bouncing all over on the winch. He completely misses backing up to the building. You're closer to the building now.
Try driving with your left leg and one missing.
And dragging a several 100-pound stone on a winch. That's not really how it works. It's meant to be pulling cars out of the mud, not dragging stone plugs back to
I'm
their
calling
ancient
Boris.
pits.
He needs to know. We need the van. Just ram this sumbitch in the building.
Daniel, seeing all this occur, is there anything you'd like to do?
I guess I'm getting in the ambulance.
The keys are in it. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Schroeder.
I'm ready to take shots at whatever comes out of the building.
Okay.
Maybe we should switch. My firearms isn't that good.
Jeff, it's your turn again. The building shakes. Thump, thump, thump.
Pass.
Somehow he kicks that thing into gear, backs up into the lobby, smashes through the fucking doors. The stone is bouncing on the winch the whole time. He smashes into the grocery store. You've got it in the building.
Okay.
Daniel.
Okay. If he's in, I'm hopping out of the ambulance and trying to get in there.
Okay, he hops out of the ambulance. He goes running into the lobby. Schroeder?
Bring it with you.
I'm running into the lobby, and we need to try and force this thing down the hole, right?
On top of the hole, yeah.
You go running in. You don't quite make the lobby. You make the stairs. At which point...
I thought there was a hole in the general store.
It's in the grocery store. Basically, I'm making it so you have to have like a couple of turns to get there.
Got you.
I like the idea of the winch, but it really doesn't mechanically work at all.
But we can haul it in there.
Right. No, I like the idea of you driving at a high rate of speed in reverse with the wrong damn foot winch to this fucking thing.
I see you just slam it and the thing just woo right into the front of the car.
100%. At which point the doctor turns and goes, "Oh shit," as you see Saturn come hauling down the hallway. Yeah, we'll have him attack you. Why not? You're kind of right there. You kind of run in going, because the van, I see the SUV is shooting past the hallway with the plug. I see you coming up, so you've kind of run in like, and turn and looked and have seen him. So,
he's attacking me?
No, me.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Yeah. He's kind of in the middle. He just raises both fists and like looks to just smash you into damn oblivion like Play-Doh.
God smash. I hate it.
He comes down and somehow you throw your arm up and like roll, and he like puts that center concrete like two big fists, like dropping a fucking anvil or something, and boom, boom, and just big smashes. Misses. Jeff.
Okay,
you see him come running in like perpendicular from you and just nearly smashing the doctor into damn pulp.
Okay. I've hauled it into the store.
You've backed into the store. It's going to take a couple of turns of movement probably to get it there, unless you come up with something clever.
I'm going to kick it into drive and push it now.
Okay, make me another drive check.
17 under 40.
He whips that around, which of course it's still on the damn winch, so it's like pirouetting with him, and then he slams it in. So I'm gonna
smack Saturn. Saturn goes flying.
I would say now it's definitely into the store and it's heading back towards the hole.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Floor it.
Daniel, you have just missed getting smashed. He's breathing down your neck. You can see flesh and blood in his teeth. His eyes are red. What would you like to do?
I'm not grappled by any means.
No.
All right.
I went for the smash attack because I think the smash attack probably would have killed you outright.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to haul ass then towards the store.
Okay. So you sprint by him. Schroeder.
Do I take a shot or run?
You're outside, aren't you?
No.
Or did you come in?
He's coming into the lobby.
Oh, yeah. You made the stairs. That's right.
Yeah.
So he sees this all happen.
Yeah. So I have to run past him to get to where I need to go.
Correct.
I turn around as I'm running. I say, slow him down.
How close am I to him? Am I within point blank range?
If you step up a little bit.
I take 2 steps forward and maintain the rest of my movement to run away. And
okay.
I let loose.
All right. Roll your firearms.
Do I get a bonus for being in point blank range?
Look it up in the book. I think so. He is 10 feet tall, so it is almost literally hitting the broadside of a barn.
Just say what type of weapon you got?
I need a bonus die if I'm making flat firearms roll. Because I'm great at hand-to-hand. My firearms is not good.
Let me see. I gotta start figuring out where the rules are in this.
Yep.
Is there not an index? There it is.
I would say I think there's point blank rules. I think you get an extra tens place, but I don't remember.
I thought so, but I've got a 20 in firearms, guys. So
that's a rough roll.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll know it when I see the page, but I know that's not helpful from over here.
Nope.
Oh, there's combat. You're in the vicinity. Come back a couple pages this way, because there's attack rolls right under your fingers. You were just on it. Keep coming back. It's the guy in the paramilitary gear. Keep coming back one more. That page right there, attack rolls. There are some rules down on the left-hand side. I don't know if they're there or they're another page or two on, but it's in there.
No, it's like a plus 20 up to a plus 40.
So you would get 40.
I'll give you a plus 30.
Okay.
So add 30 to your score.
Blam.
11.
Crit 11.
That's 2d8 damage, I believe. So it's 16 flat damage.
To a guy.
You don't have to. I don't think you roll it, do you?
It's just max.
I think it's max. What's crit?
No, I think it's double. Hang on. Critical hits, double damage.
Okay. 48.
I don't see any other D. There we go. 15.
You let loose, kablam, and you see you hit him center mass, and you see flesh and stuff just chunk off of him, and he roars and he turns to look at you.
And then I turn and use the rest of my movement to get out of his range.
I don't think you're gonna be able to do that. He moves real fast. Roll sand.
No. 37 over 30. No, wait, 37 under 39. So I barely passed.
We'll call it 1.
Okay.
You start to see the flesh of his chest start to knit together
I see him start to Wolverine.
as he runs towards you, and you see him reach out towards you to grab you. He swings and misses. I have really, really good odds, and you guys are dodging every one of them.
Not every one of them.
Considering the opportunities I've had to chew off limbs, pretty much. Jeff, back to you.
I'm trying to cram this plug into the hole.
Roll strength. Strength by 5.
Yeah.
Even with what's your strength score?
80.
Oh, okay. You walk in and you see him start pushing this thing, and he's trying to push with one leg, and he keeps trying to push with a leg that isn't there. He's moving it, but it's fucking heavy.
Yep.
He's not moving it very much.
Yep.
You guys are the strong guys. So I'm just going to stay out here as long as I
Daniel,
can.
what would you like to do?
I'm going to help him.
All right. You can also roll your strength by 5.
No.
He's moving, but not great. Schroeder.
Pulling again. Rack. Boom.
Yep. Go ahead.
Still at the same? Because
Yeah.
he's even closer at this point.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's right in your face.
13 under 50.
2d8.
2.
It seems to wing him.
You got his attention. Just run now.
He again reaches to grab a hold of you.
I might not be around anymore, guys.
This time he grabs a hold of you and begins to squeeze.
Can I make an unarmed combat roll to try and get out of it?
On your
On
turn.
your turn.
Fuck.
Jeff, you take 3 points of damage.
From?
You hear a gunshot.
Motherfucker.
Daniel, you see this. You see, reaching up from the basement, you see a hand come up with a pistol and point right at Jeff, who's leaning over. And, it looks like it's going to cap him in the head. But it's when the whoever's shooting the gun is not used to shooting a gun, and it ends up winging him in the arm.
You're at 2.
I'm at 2.
I think you're unconscious.
Am I?
Yeah, you better check. I think you're unconscious from because it would be your turn, or you're unconscious from blood loss. Because I'm pretty sure at 2 you're unconscious, and at 0 you're dead.
I know 0 you're dead, but
I don't know if you get to make a roll for that to see if you can stay conscious. But I think at 2, I mean, that's old school COC rules,
Yeah, that is old school COC rules.
I believe. Yeah.
2 or fewer hit points, he is unconscious.
Make a con by 5 test. Permanent injury. Okay. And you are unconscious at 2 or less. Okay. So you suffer a second permanent injury, assuming you survive this. So Daniel, it's your turn.
All right. How close do we have the cap in place?
It at this point you're gonna have trouble moving it. 2 guys with some leverage could move it.
But one person couldn't do it.
No, it's really heavy, and you've got somebody who's trying to crawl out of the pit and now shoot you. So you got a couple things to deal with.
Okay.
Jump in the truck and push it in.
Yeah. Yeah. If the truck's still there.
Push it over her.
Sure. You jump in the SUV. Make a drive check.
I got 20.
I got the con by 5.
No, over.
What'd you roll?
75.
So you jump in the truck and you smash into it. I mean, it's still physically, mechanically moving it. You didn't roll so badly that it didn't move. But it did move, and you hear a scream from underneath you. You've gotten it closer, but you didn't actually accomplish the job. You know what I mean? Schroeder, you are held in its hand. Saturn appears to be squeezing you. That chest wound is now fully healed.
Can I rack it and just put the gun in his face?
Sure.
I mean, rolling a 50 with shooting him in the face is better than unarmed combat trying to get away.
You're not wrong.
Go for the eyes.
Yeah, that's the goal. Odd 8.
You duty 8. You blast him in the fucking face.
15.
Ouch.
Ooh, that's pretty gnarly. I've got to credit that. That's pretty fucking gnarly.
I mean, that's like 30 damage he's done to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's healing.
He's a god.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's pretty gnarly.
Does he drop me?
Let's see how this roll goes. His intention was to pick you up and squeeze you until you popped, like a balloon. But it's going to be a little hard to do since you just shotgunned him in the face.
So I took the top of his head off, right?
You took a big damn chunk out of it, that's for sure.
15 points of damage to a head.
Correct.
Just trying to.
He goes to squeeze and he does. You put that shotgun in his face and you pull the trigger and you've got brain matter and skull flying everywhere. And he goes to squeeze and you like slip out the bottom like a butter or something. He tries to grip you and he just can't quite do it. And then you see his head almost fully regrow.
That quick?
Yup.
Do I get any movement on this turn?
You've kind of fallen to the ground. You're there. You're distracting him, though.
You're being more effective than I am. So
A bullet comes through the windshield.
Nice.
How many hit points you got again?
I have 8 left.
That might be it, boys. You just shot him for 10 on a D10.
oh
I ain't driving no more.
well, no, momentum is still a thing.
Sure. Luck roll. Over or under?
Stick with under.
Roll and roll under 50.
He's making you roll it.
Yeah, it's your luck.
And it ain't good.
He just slumps over. What's left of his upper head hits the horn and just me. The doc is down. Jeff is unconscious. Schroeder.
I'm sprinting for the car.
Which car?
His car.
Okay. You duck under his legs and you begin running. He's gonna swing to try and grab you again. He misses.
I'm going and I'm going to just push his leg. I'm just going to open the door and shove his leg into the gas pedal.
Okie dokie. We'll call it
I'm just trying to get that moving towards the hole.
Sure, absolutely.
I imagine I don't know how much time I have with the thing behind me, so I'm just trying to.
Well, you also have an active shooter down there too,
right?
Who just sniped.
Yep,
your buddy.
just trying to crush her. We just want all of it to go.
Sure. Roll sand, by the way. Your buddy's dead.
Failed.
D6, I believe, for seeing a dead body. Probably worse for you, but we'll talk about it later.
5.
Fight, flight, or freeze.
We're fighting.
Alrighty.
I've already used the other 2.
That's fair.
Yep. I also meet my break.
I think we pan out.
We forgo the break.
We pan out on Bear Claw.
It's over.
As someone continues to rack a shotgun that probably no longer has shells in it and just keeps screaming bang. As we pan out. There's probably, as we fade to black, there is a squelch.
As I pop.
So that was Saturnalia by Melon Bread.
I can see it just now, though. He hits the gas pedal with my dead corpse still in the driver's seat. And you're slowly pushing that thing, and then Saturn just shows up and puts his foot right down in front of it. Grabs you and just...
I caught up a little bit there on the last few rolls. Apparently, Ada is very good with a fire on her 40%.
Maybe she was too happy for a reason.
My firearms was 20, and even if I didn't have the bonus, I would have hit all of them. I rolled 14, 11, and 8.
Saturn recovers 2d6 hit points per round. He has 25 hit points.
Damn. Ridiculous. Even for a god.
Pretty beefy.
If he didn't heal that much, I would have killed him.
Oh, yeah. No, 100% you would have. It says, He regenerates 2d6 hit points on his turn every turn, even if he's been reduced to 0. He never suffers unconsciousness or stuns. He has 75% to outrun you in the open, 50% to spot you skulking in the dark, 50% to squeeze into cramped spaces, and 50% to tell you're lying. Any questions about the scenario?
His parties suck.
Who was Katie?
Katie was the barkeep.
Okay, I didn't know if she actually had something more to do with this than...
No, I embellished a lot of this. I mean, if you go back and read it, it's 1,500 words. If you Google Saturnalia by Nat Mellenbread, you can read it in about 5 minutes. I just wanted to... It's what's fun about shotguns is you read it and you're like, okay, here's the concept. And the concept is they had a wild Saturnalia party. And now, because of the god's influence, you can travel back and forth between the party. You can kind of investigate it and then not. But the whole time, somebody is killing them off. And the more bodies they dump down that pit, the more you're bringing Saturn back. So you guys got the plug. You got it off, and I'm like, okay, well, she's killed 3 bodies now. Like, I had decided if she gets to 3 bodies, Saturn... Either you're permanently in the red or Saturn shows up. So I figured, he'll show up and see what we can do as some sort of climactic ending. Melonbread comes up with some cool ideas, though.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
What was on the flash drive?
So there are characters that you can use, and I just pulled some of them that I wanted to use so I could talk about things that you can see when you're in. He calls it the red. When you're in the red world, drunks fighting, police chief, a woman with a hunting knife chases a naked man, people chopping up the man flesh, woman drinking alone, in an apartment, a naked man in a chair tortured by a figure in a black trash bag suit, in the church, a temple with columns, a cave, in the lobby, a man and woman drag a corpse to the basement, missing its hand, feet, ears, and nose, in the basement, a hole, outside and in this blizzard through which a burning light is visible, which is the stone, anywhere you please, a giant man naked, and he can be chewing on people, blah, 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 fondling one of his wives, drinking whiskey, beer, and then the characters. So you get Ada, you get Boris, you get Dr. Brennan, you get Dorian the Trooper, Gemma the EMT, and Marty the Trooper. In the red, you get Andy, who organized the celebration. You get Barbara, the preacher's wife, Deborah, a high schooler, and it says, ran a one-woman insurgency in the vents, suffocated in crawl space, notes on flash drive and pockets say, put the stone back. Nice. The sailor that led a rebellion that failed to chop Saturn into pieces. There is a budding serial killer, which I thought about using, but I just didn't get around to it. He's the one who went around was killing people before Saturn even arrived. The biker and the dealer, Katie the barkeep, she loves Saturn and loved hurting people for him. She escapes unharmed because she was kind of his enforcer.
Gotcha.
Vicky was the one who removed the stone from the pit, felt guilty, and drank a lot. So she's the one who died. So you could have met her in the bar as well. But basically, he gives you a bunch of ideas, and then you just kind of jumble them together. And, the players like doing this? Okay, let's do this avenue or whatever. There you go. Saturnalia.
Very nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun to play in. But yeah, a lot of that, and me putting in hints. You were right. I did put some hints in there. But do you remember the agent who sent you out, your handler? Because I didn't use one of my C names like I normally do.
Yeah. What was the name again?
It's Francis.
Francis.
Because the picture of Saturn eating his children is Francisco Goya.
I think of Francis, the guy who feels no pain, and from Deadpool.
Because he's got Goya's painting in here so yeah, good times.
Yeah.
That was the one thing where I was looking forward to having Lucas, because Lucas was like, God damn it. Because I wonder if he would have gotten the Goya connection. I figured Agent Goya would be too much, but so anyway, there we go. Anything else for posterity?
The only thing left to say is Yo Saturnalia.